Hello there, Libra, and welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria. We've got your November 2024 money and career reading here for you guys. Let's get right into your month. We have two new moons happening this month. One is the new moon in Scorpio on the first of the month, and the second one is on the last day of the month, which is a new moon in Sagittarius. So this is really exciting that we're bookended with all of this brand new fresh energy throughout the month of November. Maybe comes in like a breath of fresh air. We've come out of eclipse season. We've had a whole bunch of stuff going on, a season of change. And so this can be where things may just settle down just a little bit. But new moons are always a great time to set intentions, to start new projects, to look for new ways to make your money work for you rather than you working so hard for your money, new jobs. Some people might be looking to buy a new house, that kind of thing. So all this new energy, new moon in Scorpio at the beginning of the month, very deep energy and very transformational energy, right? Ruled by Pluto. And Pluto is going direct, or it's already direct, I should say, but is entering the sign of Aquarius for good for the next 20 years. Pluto brings about endings, new beginnings, change, transformation, growth, reveals what's hidden. So there could be some things that you've been working on behind the scenes, and this could be the month for you where you start to bring things out of the woodwork to show people things. There could also be some hidden secrets and things that do come to light. But Pluto in Aquarius is power, right? Pluto is planet of power, and Aquarian energy is about the future. It's also about freedom, technology, innovative energy, and it's also about the people. So collectively, it's power to the people. It's revolutionary, it's rebellious, and it can be really quite interesting, right? But yes, there can also be some turmoil that does come with Pluto and Aquarius because people around the globe are trying to take their power back, right? So this is where Pluto has been retrograde in Capricorn for a while. So this is a perfect time for you to take your power back so that you can have a better future for tomorrow. So we do have a Mercury retrograde on the 25th of November. So Mercury will be in shadow period a couple weeks before that. So really, the first week of November is a wonderful time to make decisions, to communicate clearly. And then when Mercury goes into shadow, well, we all know what Mercury retrograde is about, right? So but retrograde energy is about reflection, is about revisiting something, and it can be an energy of renewal as well. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, although it does get quite the bad rap. But we do have the Sun entering Sagittarius on the 21st as well. So we do head into Sagittarian season, a season of luck and abundance and growth. Now Jupiter rules Sagittarius, so Jupiter is retrograde. Okay, so this can again be the energy and the reminder to take a step back, look at the big picture before charging ahead. But let's get right into your reading. We've got emerging into grace. I open my soul to grace. So whatever it is that you've got going on here, Libra, whatever it is that you want to change or even what you want to put an end to, the energy of grace is a gentle energy. Right? So we're not going to burn bridges on our way out of our job to start a new one. We're going to take the high road, right? We can gracefully decline an offer of something, or we can step into something with just that little air of peace and kindness and calm around us. So it can be a great energy. Also one of those energies where things do calm down a little bit. So if you've been through some ups and downs and some turmoil, things are settling down a bit for you. We have embracing the future here, and we've got an open door, and that open door we are walking through. I step into the future with an open heart, and like I said earlier, we've got some futuristic energy coming in here, especially with Pluto finally settling down in Aquarius, right? So growth, transformation, changes, new beginnings for the future, maybe just a better way, right? Sometimes when, we look at the future and we look at change, it doesn't have to be brand new stuff that comes in. It can be a new approach at an old problem. It can be looking at something with a fresh set of eyes, right? So it doesn't all have to be brand spanking new. We're not doing new, no, we're not changing our whole lives around every single month, right? But whatever it is that you're doing, you're looking towards the future, you're embracing the potential and the possibilities, and you're making some plans for the future. So it's a really great energy there. We've got the Three of Swords that is coming in here. So it's going to be important to really kind of, how should we say, it's going to be important to find the inner strength to let go of the things that are causing you grief and sadness, right? The Three of Swords, not a happy card, right? The Three of Swords is very much the heartbreak card. And so this can be where some of you, right, we've got emerging into grace. This can be where some of you perhaps have been through a rough time and you've been feeling a little down or lost or blue. Maybe you're in a job that you hate. Maybe you're in a job where you get no fulfillment whatsoever and you may get a paycheck and you're living paycheck to paycheck, but something in you knows that there's something a little bit better. But first we need to take care of and resolve where we are now, and we also have to make some decisions. So with that Three of Swords, it is a little bit of a heads up for some of you that there could be some things that don't necessarily go your way. It can also represent your current state of energy, your current state of mind in regards to your money and your career, right? And, hey, things have gotten very expensive in a lot of places, right? Not necessarily everywhere around the world, but a lot of places. Housing costs have gone up, food costs have gone up, transportation costs have gone up, right? And so when we do sometimes look out into the world, we start to feel like, we've got all these daggers that are coming at us, right? So we do need to, recognize the things that we can change, recognize the things that we can't, and focus on the things that we can, right? So if you don't like where you're at, you have the power, Guru, to change it, right? If you are going through a rough time, maybe some of your personal relationships may not necessarily be the best, but you might find that making some changes in your personal relationships can actually have a positive impact on your money, especially if you're in a situation where you have two very different spending styles, right? Sometimes that can make or break a relationship, all right? So that's Three of Swords. This will pass, okay? It's not permanent energy. It's, it can be an instant, it can be a day, it can be something that drags on for a couple of weeks, but it's ultimately something that we can work through and that we can get over, okay? We just need to keep focused on the future. The blessings coming in for you is the Knight of Pentacles. I love this energy. The Knight of Pentacles can certainly show offers, opportunities, money, bonuses, raises, new jobs. Perhaps you're buying something new, right? Maybe you're buying a new car, or with the Three of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles, maybe your car breaks down and you're like, oh crap, now I've got to spend some money or take out a loan. And then the Knight of Pentacles, the blessing is maybe you find a bargain, right? Or maybe you're like, well, I really needed to buy a car for a long time and I've just been putting it off, and so now I just got to bite the bullet, right? So it can be certainly a very wonderful energy, even though there might be a little bit of a challenge that goes along with that. But ultimately, it is a blessing for you. Okay, you could be finding new ways to invest your money. The Three of Swords can certainly be something where this investment was fine for a while. It is not fine now, right? And this is where you're making some change. With the Three of Swords, there could be a potential dip in your finances, but then the Knight of Pentacles here, things pick back up again. All right. Now with that Knight of Pentacles, there could be something that you've been waiting for or working towards, and you've been very patient, you've been very diligent, you've been paying attention to the details, and you've been taking your time, you've been gathering whatever knowledge that you need, and now you're ready to make some sort of moves here. So you could be getting some rewards for a job well done. Something you've been waiting for can all of a sudden happen for you. So this can be really wonderful, right? We love the Knight of Pentacles. Very slow-moving energy, right? But in your blessings position, right, this is bringing you something really good. So love that. There could also be a potential person, Knight of Pentacles, could be a potential person that can help you out with your money in some way as well. Maybe they bring you some information. Maybe they co-sign a loan for you if that's, if that's what your situation is at. Okay, but it's basically you are being brought something, or a door is opening up for you in a positive way. Okay, so be patient, take your time, do your due diligence. Whenever we do get the Knight of Pentacles, it is a call to really pay attention. Read if you are signing any loan documents or anything like that, anything official, job offers, and whatever it happens to be. Just make sure you do read the fine print. That Knight is in the upright and he is in your blessings energy. So, so there's nothing nefarious going on, but it's important to read the fine print sometimes and ask questions if you need to, because knowledge, information is power. And what are you getting? Your power back. All right. We have the Hanged Man, and this is in your challenge position. The challenge is being patient. Okay. The Hanged Man is always a very interesting energy, right? Because it looks like we're just hanging out and nothing's happening. When in actual fact, there's a lot going on behind the scenes. We're just not always able to see it. So with that Hanged Man, this can be where we don't need to actually take any action, because the ball is already rolling in some area of our life, right? Your investments are out there. Your job or your career path maybe is what it is at the moment, right? Or there's some things going on with other people. There's nothing you can do about it. You just have to kind of observe, right? You can observe with the Hanged Man energy. This can be where you have set intentions, right? You have set intentions. You don't want to keep going back to the drawing board, right? So you have to play that waiting game, right? And sometimes that is a challenge for us to be calm and patient, because of course we kind of live in a little bit of a society, especially with social media and stuff, where we want instant gratification because no one ever shows the boring waiting periods. So just kind of keep that in mind, okay? The Hanged Man is also about releasing, all right? Surrender, sacrifice, release, letting go, stepping into the flow of things. And sometimes that can be challenging because we want to control the situation. We want to control the timing of things, right? And it doesn't always work that way. With that Three of Swords, there could be difficulty letting go of something here as well. And it could be that, very simply, that maybe you're in a job where you're not getting the money or that you're worth, right? Or that you should be earning at this point, but maybe you like some people that you work with, so it's difficult letting go, right? It's like fear of the unknown, perhaps, right? If I make this change, I'm going to, lose some people that I enjoy working with day to day, but I know that I have to do this change for my financial well-being for the future, right? So sometimes it's just a little bit tricky to work through that energy. When we have a card in your challenge position, this is not the same as it being reversed. It's something that causes a delay, something that we need to work through, something that's just causing a little bit of a hiccup, something we need to deal with before the rest of, your stuff can really start to transpire, right? Now, it can be that you're closed off to the possibilities of something. There could be something you're not seeing, because a lot of times when we are in Hanged Man energy, we're hanging out, we're open, we're looking at the big picture, we're looking at a different perspective, and we get enlightenment that way, right? And so there could be something here that you need to look at something from a different perspective. And that's not always easy to do, because it does require us to have an open mind and to let go of our preconceived ideas about what is going on with a situation, right? So just, again, keep that in mind, okay? We have your advice from Spirit, the Five of Pentacles. Look for the possibilities, okay? Something may not necessarily go your way, but there's always a way out. There's always a way forward, all right? And this particular card is a little bit cute, but we've got little Mr. Sasquatch over here, and he's looking longingly over at these campers by the warmth of a fire, having a good time, right? So he feels left out. He feels like nothing's happening for him. He feels like, when am I going to have, this warmth and these friends and this family and all this abundance? And sometimes we start to get a little bit blue We start to feel like the world is passing us by, right? We are looking at the Joneses across the street and we're like, well, they have a brand new car, they have a brand new house, and here I am and, living in my camper van or something, right? And, so this is a big reminder about envy and jealousy, because we need to take care of our own house, right? We need to take care of us and where we are. Don't look at what other people seemingly have. Okay, because you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. And sometimes, those brand new BMWs in the driveway in your neighbor's house across the street, they probably don't own them, okay, at all. They might be mortgaged to the hilt. Maybe they have 2 mortgages on their house, right? And it's like a deck of cards, and it can crumble at any time. So this is the little bit of that reminder about those kind of things, right? Don't pay attention to what other people have or perceive to have, okay? Because sometimes it's a smoke and mirrors act, all right? Stay in your lane, focus on you, all right? And you'll probably have a better time of it, okay? And this could certainly be related to that 3 of Swords, right? The 5 of Pentacles is a lack energy, okay? It is a focus on I don't have, I'll never find, this isn't working, all these things. And it is a reminder from Spirit here that we need to look at the possibilities. We need to look at the potential. Sometimes we need to ask for help if that's the case. For you, we're not always in it alone, right? Relationships and partnerships can help us through financial difficulties as well sometimes, right? Remember we said earlier, Knight of Pentacles could be a helpful person for you in your world, whether they just co-sign something for you, give you a little short-term loan or something, right? But it's someone like, Mighty Mouse, like here I come to save the day, right? Right at the right time. Okay, the resources or the help shows up right when you need it. But the 5 of Pentacles, okay, there is a better way. There's abundance ahead. We need to open our eyes. We need to have a look. We need to see the possibilities, right? Remember we said the challenge with the Hanged Man could be seeing the big picture, seeing a different perspective. So really important here to shift your perspective, shift your energy. Maybe we want to focus on abundance. We want to focus on positive things, right? Because, the energy that you put out into the universe is ultimately what does bounce back to you. And we don't want to be putting out 5 of Pentacles energy. No, right? Not conducive to an abundant life, that one. All right. So just keep that in mind, and the help and the resources will present themselves to you when you need them. Positivity, faith, and optimism. Okay, there you go. You open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you're on. Keep the faith and keep going. Okay, basically what that 5 of Pentacles as advice says, right? Have the courage to ask for and accept help. Repeating messages, all right, here, guys. So really pay attention to that. Asking for help is a sign of strength, as is accepting it as it is offered to you. Very often when you ask for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept this assistance as well as give it to others as you are guided. All right. Repeating messages. Okay, I'm going to leave all that there for you guys. Focus on your blessings, that Knight of Pentacles. Okay, keep that open mind. Look at the possibilities. All right, be in the flow of things. Okay, things might be changing around you. It might make you feel uncomfortable, but ultimately it will be rewarding. So I thank you guys for watching. That's what I have for you. I hope you have a great month ahead, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.